I thought it was a great flavor profile, but I was like, I think we can make this better.
And I think the reason they named it sort of a piratey name originally is because it's Tiki-Inspired.
That makes a little more sense. Get ready to walk the plank here.
Hey everyone,
I'm Jill.
and I'm Ryno.
And we love bourbon.
In addition to drinking it, we also wanted to learn about it and share that info with you.
So come join us in
The Bourbon Study.
So welcome back, everybody, to the Bourbon Study.
Ooh, the Bourbon
We've
Study.
been away for this is the first time we ever had a gap in videos.
What was it, just a week though, right? Or
It's like a week and a day. No, I was gonna do one while I was at home in Massachusetts, but then
Lazy fool.
the beauty of editing is that you don't know where we've been and what we've been doing. So actually we've both been kind of traveling, and we thought we almost had it down where nobody would know. I went home to Massachusetts, and then I immediately had a work trip after that to California, and I made everyone back home, including my mother, non-bourbon drink people. I made them the Scouts uniform, and they loved it.
Of course.
Loved it. So that, I mean, we're gonna have to top this drink at some point in our lives.
We're never going to. We can just retire now. We need to sell off
We
the
really
recipe.
should, yeah.
Retire.
Who wants to buy the trademark? DM us. When I was out in California in Disneyland, I was texting you and Steve every single bourbon drink I saw on a
17
menu.
pictures of the menu.
I took menu. I would fold the page, take a picture. I had a great drink while I was out. Well, I had a good drink while I was out at. I was at the Disney. I was at Disney's Grand Californian.
Okay, I was going to say, where was this?
The Hearthstone Lounge. So right there in the lobby, anybody can go. You can go from downtown Disney there. You can go from the park wherever you want to go.
You don't need a park ticket.
You don't need a park ticket to go
Lounge.
there. To use the park entrance to get in, you do, but you could still go to the Hearthstone Lounge. And here's the thing. I thought it was a great flavor profile, but I was like, I think we can make this better.
Well, because there's not enough booze in
There was not enough booze.
Yeah.
I asked about it, and they were like, they'd have to do the shot on the side. And whenever you order a shot on the side at Disney, it's about the same price as the drink. And you're like, that's baloney. So I brought it back here, and we're making it today, and it was called Walk the Plank.
Yeah, it
so
was
you've
called
renamed
Walk
it.
the Plank because it's a little bit tiki-ish. It has orgeat, which is a classic
What'd you call me?
tiki mixer.
Yeah, almond and what did you say? It was
almond
rose?
and rose scented, yeah. So it's not like rose, like so much the flower, but just a little bit like, can't put my finger on that. That's what it is. But because you were complaining that there wasn't enough booze in it.
It was like too tart. It was too much juice.
Right, so we thought, well, of course we need to make sure there's the standard 2 ounces of bourbon.
Yeah, you know what? It definitely had only one.
Ounce.
No question.
And we're gonna supplement the almond in the orgeat with some Di Serono because more almond.
I love
and
almond.
more booze.
Yes. I think Di Serono has been one of my favorite, like that almond, amaretto, like that almondy flavor. I don't know why, but I just, anytime it's like paired with a bourbon, I'm just like,
well,
it's good.
and Di Serono is a classic pairing for like an amaretto sour if you're like in college going to Providence getting drinks. So what we need first is
2 ounces of bourbon.
2 ounces of bourbon. And I'm using the Woodenville. I'm doing 2 ounces of the bourbon and 1 ounce of the amaretto. And then I'm going to do 3/4 ounce of the orgeat.
Orgeat? I don't know how people say it. It's your journey.
And the juice of 1 orange.
Okay, so what did let's refresh it just in case.
2 ounces of bourbon.
2 ounces of bourbon in this drink.
1 ounce of amaretto.
1 ounce of amaretto.
3/4 ounce of orgeat.
Orgeat.
And the juice of 1 orange.
The juice of 1 orange. Perfect.
And then
we shake.
Then I actually want to do this little expression of lemon first. I'm going to take the little slice of lemon peel and we're going to twist it and just kind of like break the oils.
Like we would for an orange in an old fashioned.
Exactly, but the lemon. And we pour. It's nice because, and I think the reason they named it sort of a piratey name originally is because it's Tiki-Inspired.
That makes a little more sense because I couldn't figure out why it was called Walk the Plank.
because it's how you do like a dark and stormy or a zombie or that sort of drink would all have orgeat and almond flavors and things in them. So this is like the bourbon tiki drink.
I love that. Get ready to walk the plank here.
It's so smooth.
Yeah.
It's not, I mean, there's 3 ounces of liquor in here, so it's a potent drink. But like all tiki drinks, it's like you could drink a whole bowl of the scorpion bowl and be like, this tastes like juice. And then it's not juice.
I love that it's got like a sweetness to it,
And
but it's just so well balanced.
The oils of the lemon function so much better than the juice did.
Yeah.
The juice made it have that bitterness, the heartburn, the tart.
Yeah, the tart was really kind of taken away because it was kind of like that was the thing I was left with, was that like kind of burn in my throat where I was like, oh, I don't like that because I love that flavor of the almond with the bourbon. And weirdly, that orange juice really kind of pulls these flavors out of both of those things.
This is basically an elevated amaretto sour. You know what I mean? It's like, it has those same tasting notes of the like sweetness of the almond, the little bit fruitiness of the, what, you know, in a crappy bar in Providence, it would be sour mix, but juice.
Yeah.
So
I like it. Look at us making it,
Look
at us.
Improving
I'm doing the Paul Rudd now.
Disneyland.
I love going somewhere and trying a drink, and I'm not saying that will always improve it, but I love going somewhere, trying a drink and saying like, maybe there's something you like about it, but you're like, how do I make it my own? Like, how do I make it the version I want it to be? Because I asked, like, make it a double, and they were like, we'll put a shot on the side, and I was like, no. So I say give this drink a try. I think this is a winner. If you've been following along for a while, we know you've got Di Serono or some sort of amaretto because we've used it before.
If you're not a bourbon drinker,
yeah,
but you're a tiki drink fan, I think this could be a conversion.
I think, actually, yeah, that's a good point. I think this is a nice, like, bridging that gap drink. Because I know we do have some people that watch that have said before that they just enjoy watching the show, but they don't love bourbon. And I'm like, this might be one to try. So, yeah, honestly, this is the one where I'm like, I think I need to start, like, getting this.
Yeah, I mean, it's cheap. This was like $5.
Oh, geez.
Because it's not, there's no
like
liquor in
fancy
it. No, it's
pantsy,
just
but
cheap.
Yeah. So there you have it. This is our buried treasure, a play on the Walk the Plank from Hearthstone Lounge at California Adventure. We hope that you give it a try. Before we go, I just want to give a shout out to our Patreon supporters. Because of you, we have been able to actually get our first bottle of bourbon,
woo!
Which is one we tried on the show before.
It's my most favorite.
But it's a rare. And
yeah.
A friend of the show, Allie, found it. She went into her local liquor store and said, I'm going to ask about this. I assume you don't have it. It was Elijah Craig toasted. And the guy said, actually, he had 2 bottles of it.
She found the buried treasure.
She found it. It was for $80. So that's like retail.
Yeah.
So because of you out there, because of all our Patreon supporters, we were able to get that bottle. So we'll do a special toasting for you out there. But we really do appreciate that and all the support that you give us. So thank you, everybody. If you like the video, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. And of course, you know, keep on drinking.
Keep on drinking.
We'll see you next time.
Yeah.